Hello friends, welcome back. I hope you are all doing good. So in our previous class, we had discussed the basics of salary. I hope you enjoyed my previous lecture. If you have not yet watched my previous lecture, please go watch. I am going to upload the entire salary chapter, full topic. It is not a crash course. It will be the full course, regular course. Entire salary chapter will be uploaded on my YouTube channel. You can watch it. It will be completely free. You can watch it, and whatever notes I am going to use, that will be available in the description. There is a Telegram link. You can download those notes from the Telegram link. So in our previous class, we had started the discussion on salary. We learned that salary has three sections: section 15, 16 and 17. Section 15 talks about what's up. Section 15 talks about charging section. Section 16 talks about deductions under salary, and section 17 gives the definitions. Now what did we understand? We understood that in salary, relationship is very important. A relationship between whom? Relationship between the person who is paying the money and the person who is receiving the money. There should be a relationship between the payer and the payee. What kind of relationship, sir? Master servant relationship, employer employee relationship. What kind of relation? Employer employee relationship should be there. So if any payment is made by the employer to the employee in the capacity of employer, that payment will be taxable under the head salary. So all the payments. So first we understood that there should be a relationship between employer and employee. That relation should be there should be a relationship between payer and pay, and that relation should be of employer and employee, and all the payments which is made by the employer should be in the capacity of employer. And we also understood the difference between relationship of employer employee and principal and agent. Then we saw what do you mean by contract of service, what do you mean by contract of service. Contract of service is an employment contract, contract for service is a professional contract. Then we understood that salary is taxable. Charging section, what charging section says? Salary is taxable either on due basis or on receipt basis, whichever is earlier. Salary is taxable on due basis or on receipt basis, whichever is earlier. Then we saw that salary can be in cash or in kind also, and we also understood that if you forgo or surrender any salary to central government, it is exempt, and if you forgo to any other person, it will be treated as application of money, and therefore it will be taxable. Now please note, salary can be part-time, full-time, etc. anything. Meaning you can receive a salary from one person or more than one person. So you can work in one company. In a day, 24 hours I am working for 3 different companies, 6 hours, 6 hours, 6 hours. Sir, in that case, is my salary taxable? Yes, your salary is taxable. Sir, in all the 3 cases, will it be treated as salary only? Yes, it will be treated as salary only. Then we had started the discussion. I have just given the format of what, sir? I had given the format of components of salary. So these are the different components of salary. Once we complete the discussion on these different components of salary, this chapter is over. This chapter is over. So today in this lecture, what we'll do is we'll discuss about these components. Okay, we are going to discuss about these components, and then going forward, all the lectures which you are going to see. My next lecture will discuss about gratuity. After that, we'll be discussing about these 2 things, or maybe these 2 things, and after that we'll be discussing about these 2 things, etc. So one by one we'll start the discussion. So today we'll be doing this. Next lecture, after this 3, 4, then allowances 5, provident fund, etc., and these 2 combined together 6. Perquisites, maybe we may take around 3 to 4 lectures, so I'll write it as 3. And other parts of salary, for other parts of salary, this is just a 15 minutes discussion. So I'll do one thing, I'll combine this with perquisites, and totally I'll take 4 more lectures. So 6 plus 4. So in your 10 lectures, this entire salary will be over. So next 10 lectures which I am going to upload, including these lectures obviously, so your entire salary will be over. Entire topic will be discussed. I will be solving problems from your institute material, both CA institute material as well as CMA institute material. I have taken the best problems from both the materials, and I will be solving all those problems. I will be solving all those problems. Obviously also examination questions will be solved. So let us now start our discussion on the components of salary. What is the first component of salary, sir? The first component of salary is basic pay. What is it? Basic pay. So you can please note, salary topic. My request to you all is, whoever is watching this video, if you are watching this video in your bathroom, if you are watching this video in a bus, if you are watching this video in say your bedroom sleeping, or if you are sitting on the sofa and watching, please don't watch it like that. You do one thing, my humble request to you all is, because this topic needs writing, this topic needs revision. So whatever I'm writing, along with me, you guys also write. You guys also start writing along with me. By this, what will happen, sir? By this, what is going to happen is, whatever I'm writing, say, now there are many different formulas under salary. The only reason why student feels that salary is difficult is, under salary, the definition of salary is different for different topics. So if you write along with me, so whenever I'm going to write the topic gratuity or leave encashment, different topics which we are going to see write, so you write it along with me. If you write along with me, that point will go in your mind. Obviously when you are hearing, you are able to understand what I am trying to tell you, but when you write it, no, it will be registered in your mind. It will be registered in your mind. So my teacher used to tell me, when I was in my intermediate, my teacher used to tell me, writing once is equal to reading 10 times. So writing once is equal to reading 10 times. So make sure that you write along with me only, so that this topic is completely over. And obviously I will be solving questions also. So as and when I am solving questions, pause the video, try it yourself, then check the answer. Pause the video, try it yourself, and then check the answers. Now, with that being said, let us straight away start the discussion on a very beautiful topic, which is what, sir? Salary. Now, the first components of salary is what, sir? The first component of salary. The first component of salary is, okay, there is some problem with the screen. Oh, screen. 1, 2, 3, start. Yo, see the magic, see the magic. A magician also. Okay, first component of salary is what, sir? The first component of salary, sir, what magic you are doing, sir? Again the screen went off. The first component of salary is basic pay. What is the first component of salary? Basic pay, or you can also call it as base salary. I mean, I think I have, it is called as basic pay, or it is also called as basic salary. I think we have written it over here. Now, what is this basic pay, sir? Now, this basic pay is your base salary. What is it, sir? It is your base salary. Base salary. Sir, what do you mean by it is your base salary, sir? What do you mean by this word, it is your base salary? Now, whenever, say, you have your relatives, you have your parents maybe who is working for some company, you ask them for their pay slip. You ask them for their pay slip. If you see, say, if they are telling that their salary is 1 lakh rupees, you ask them for their salary. If they say that their salary is 1 lakh rupees, then ask them the breakup of that salary. Now, that salary of 1 lakh rupees will have different components in it. If they say that their salary is 1 lakh rupees, that salary will have different components in it. Say, for example, the basic pay may be 25,000. They may have something called as dearness allowance, which is say 10,000 rupees. They may have something called as HRA, which is say 5,000 rupees. Sir, what do you mean by DA, HRA? What is this, sir? We'll understand about all those things. I'm just telling that if you have any relative, you ask them for their salary. If they say 1 lakh rupees, you ask them for the breakup. What is the breakup? What is the breakup? You show me your pay slip. If you see their pay slip, the salary will be divided. It will have so many different components. It will have so many different components: basic pay, dearness allowance, HRA, then 40,000 is over. Then say maybe transport allowance is there of 5,000, and they may get say telephone allowance, they may get say 5,000, etc. So this combined together, oh, I have written 1 lakh. So let us assume it is 50,000. So this is how much, sir? 50,000 rupees. So this combined together, their salary comes to how much? Their salary comes to 50,000 rupees. So now here we are talking about which component of salary? We are talking about basic pay. Basic pay is your base salary. Basic pay is what, sir? It is your base salary. Meaning, this is the minimum amount of money which you are going to get. Apart from this, these different things which you are getting, it will depend upon where you are located. It will say, for example, there is a company called as Tata Motors. Now Tata Motors has operations throughout India. There is a company called as Swiggy. Swiggy has operations throughout India. So if I am getting employed in Swiggy, say Swiggy They hired me at Bangalore. Now they are posting me at Mumbai. They are posting me at Delhi. They are posting me at Calcutta. So basic salary will be same, but these things may vary. These things may vary depending upon which place I am going. So what is your basic salary, sir? What do you mean by basic pay? It is the base salary. It will be the base salary. It will be the base salary. Now, basic pay is your base salary. It is your base salary. It is a component of salary which is taxable. It is that component of salary which is always taxable. Meaning what, sir? In computation of your salary, this amount you should take it. This amount you should take it while computing your salary. It is not exempt, it is taxable. So it is that component of salary which is taxable. And how much it is taxable, sir? It is fully taxable. It is a taxable component of salary. And how much is it taxable, sir? It is fully taxable. Meaning what, sir? Meaning when we are going to discuss about different things, say for example gratuity, when you are receiving the gratuity, there are some amount of gratuity which is exempt. So you may receive say 5 lakh rupees, then maybe there is an exemption of 2 lakh rupees. So net in your computation sheet, how much will you take over here? You will take only the taxable amount, which is 3 lakh rupees. So similarly, basic pay is your base salary. It is a component of salary which is fully taxable, and it is always taxable. It is always taxable and fully taxable. It is always taxable and fully taxable. Now, this basic pay, sometimes in your examination the question may be the basic pay may be given in grade scale basis, or grade pay may be given. Instead of straight away writing the basic pay, they may give you grade pay, or they may give you grade scale pay. This is also called as grade scale pay or grade scale salary. Sir, what do you mean by this, sir? What do you mean by this grade scale pay or grade pay, sir? Normally, say in this question what I have given, your basic salary is 25,000 rupees. Sometimes in examination what may happen is they may give you basic pay telling, say, sorry, they'll give you basic pay as 20,000 dash 2,000 dash 30,000. Now by seeing this, what is coming to your mind? If this is given 20,000 dash 2,000 dash 30,000, what does come to your mind? By seeing this, what is coming to your mind? What can I say? They say that your salary, your basic pay is 20,000, 2,000 and 30,000. What does this mean? This means on the date when you have joined the company, your salary will be equal to 20,000 rupees. Say for example, I joined the company on 1st of April 2018. And as and when you complete 1 year in the company, your salary will be increased by 2,000 rupees. So your base salary will be how much, sir? At the time of joining the company, your salary will be how much? It will be 20,000 rupees. And for every completed year of service, there will be an increment of 2,000 rupees. And till when it will be increased? It will be increased till that point in time when your salary becomes 30,000. Meaning, say they have given 20,000 rupees. I have completed 1 year in the company. So I will, from 1st April 2019, how much is the salary which I am going to get? I will get salary of 22,000 per month. And the next year I will get 24,000. After that I'll get 26,000. After that I'll get 28,000. Now till what time there will be this increment, sir? This increment will be till 30,000. Till your salary becomes 30,000, the company is going to give this increment. The company is going to give this increment till my salary becomes 30,000. So from 1st April 2023, the salary is 30,000 rupees per month. Please note here, the salary is per month. Increment should be taken on annual basis. Salary is on monthly basis. I hope this point is very clear to you all. Sir, what do you mean by grade pay, sir? What do you mean by grade pay? Grade pay means there is say if it is given 20,000, 2,000 and 30,000, that means at the time of joining the company, your salary will be 20,000 rupees. There will be an increment in the salary. What will be the increment? It will be be 2000 rupees for every completed years of service. Once you complete 1 year, increment of 2000. Again you complete 1 year, increment of 2000. Again you complete 1 year, increment of 2000. So like this there will be an increment to your salary till what time, sir? Till your salary becomes 30,000. Sir, can you please give us an example so that we can solve? Yes, definitely. Now write down this question. Try it yourself once. Try it yourself. Write down this question along with me. Come on, India. Write down this question. What is the question telling? Question, example. I'll use this one. Say for example, there is a person called as what, sir? Okay. Say for example, there is a person called as Mr. Dilip. Mr. Dilip joined a company called as Priya Saris. Mr. Dilip joined this company called as Priya Saris on 1st July 2019. On 1st July 2019, I joined this company, and this company told I joined this company with a grade pay of rupees, say with a grade pay of how much, sir? What is the grade pay for you? The grade pay fixed was, say, 20,000 dash 2,500 dash 25,000 dash 5,000 dash 50,000. Okay, so this is the grade pay fixed by the company. Now what does that mean? My salary at the time when I am joining the company will be 20,000 per month. For every completed year of service there will be an increment of 2,500. This 2,500 increment will be till the time my salary becomes 25,000. Once my salary becomes 25,000, there will be an increment of 5,000 rupees every year. Till what time there will be an increment of 5,000 rupees, sir? Till my salary becomes 50,000 rupees, there will be this increment. Now the question to you is what, sir? Compute. Please note, please understand the question. Compute the salary for previous year 22-23. I hope you all guys know, those who are writing examination in November, for you guys the previous year is 22-23, and if any person watching this video is writing examination in say next year, that is May 24 or November 24 for CA inter students, and June 24 or December 24 for CMA inter students, for you the previous year will be 23-24. But anyways, normally in salary topics there are very less amendments. So this video these videos which you are seeing, the lectures which I am uploading, obviously there will be very less amendments. Therefore these lectures may be used for next 2-3 attempts. Okay, you can use these videos, so it will be there on the YouTube page. Now my question to you is, please find the salary for the year 22-23. Please find the salary for the year 22-23. Sir, what do you mean by previous year? What do you mean by assessment year? You can watch my introduction lectures which is uploaded on YouTube. That also you can watch for understanding this. Now please tell me, pause the video, compute it. I want you to tell me the salary for 22-23. Please note, I want you to tell me the salary for which period, sir? 22-23. Sir, 22-23 means what? From 1st April 2020 to 31st of March 2023. What is my salary? Compute it. Pause the video, compute it. I'll do my computation. What is the answer? Do it yourself. I'll do my computation over here. I'll have to use some nice color which is different. So let me do this. So they have asked the salary for the month of what, sir? For the previous year 22, 23. So now at the time when I joined the company on 1st July 2019, my salary was how much? On 1st July 2019, I joined the company, it was 20,000 rupees. So can I say from 1st July 2019 to 30th June 2020, my salary will be 20,000 rupees? After that, from 1st July 2020 to 30 June 2021, my salary, there will be an increment in salary by 2,500. So my salary will be 22,500 rupees. From 1st July 21 to 30th June 22, my salary will be 25,000. So once my salary becomes 25,000, the provision says there will be an increment by 5,000 rupees. So now my salary will be what, sir? From 1st July 2022 to 36/23, my salary will be how much? My salary will be 30,000 rupees, 5,000 increment. From 1st July 2023 to 30th June 2024, my salary will be how much? 35,000. So now the computation which I have to do for that period, the computation which I have to do, the computation is required to be done for the previous year. I have to do the computation for which year? Previous year 22, 23. So which is from this date to this date. It is for this period from 1st April 2022 to 31st March 2023. Now this falls under which bracket, sir? It falls under this bracket, correct? It falls under which bracket? It falls under this bracket. So even more darker. It falls under this bracket. So I will have to take, so can I say my salary will be, so I'll do the computation over here. My salary from 1st April 2020 to 30th June 2022, my salary will be equal to 30,000. And from 1st July 23 till the year end, that is 22 till 31st March 23, my salary will be 35,000. Now tell me what is the total? Sir, very simple, sir. Your salary is 30,000 into April, May, June, 3 months plus 35,000 into 9 months. So what is my salary coming to? My salary comes to what, sir? 19, 20, 20, 21, 21, 22, 22, 23, 23, 24. Sorry, I think we have, for previous year 22, 23, for this year we should take this data, sorry. Okay, we should take this data, which is nothing but from 1st April 2022 to 31st, from 1st April 2022 to 31st March 2023. So I started doing it for next previous year. For this previous year I started doing the solution. Anyways, here it will be what, sir? Instead of, so here for first 3 months it is 25,000 per month, and thereafter it is 30,000 per month. Okay, now it is 25,000 per month and it is 30,000 for 9 months. So it comes to how much, sir? It comes to 3,45,500. So 75,000 plus 30,000 into 9 months is 2,70,000 plus 75,000. It comes to 3,45,000. So this is the answer for this question. This is the answer for this question. I hope this point is very clear to you all. Now what did we write about basic pay? Normally basic pay it is your base salary. It is a taxable component of your salary. And how much is taxable, sir? It is fully taxable. Basic pay, if it is given on grade pay basis, grade scale basis, then how do you do? This is the computation. This is the method of solving this particular question. Now some checkpoints which you should keep in mind. normally these checkpoints are what, sir? These checkpoints are important points which you should keep in your mind while you are writing your exam. So what are the checkpoints? For all the different topics which you are going to discuss, whatever checkpoints I felt by seeing all the questions, by seeing the previous year questions, etc., whatever points I felt that these are the important points which should be kept in mind, I'll write those points by seeing the questions, by seeing what assumptions they have taken, etc. Whatever points I felt that this is required to be written, this is required to be understood by students, I am writing those points. So you should keep this mind whenever you are solving salary question. What is the checkpoint for basic pay, sir? Basic pay, sometimes what happens is they will give you basic pay on net basis. Say they will tell you net basic pay after this particular deduction is say 15,000 rupees. Now you should take it not on net basis, you should take in gross basis. So if net basic pay is given, convert it into gross basic pay. If net basic pay is given, convert it into what, sir? Gross basic pay, and then take it for your computation. If net basic pay is given, what do you have to do? If net basic pay is given, you will have to take that net basic pay as gross basic pay. So once you take that into gross basic pay, that gross basic pay is required to be taken for your computation. So in case net basic pay is given, convert it into gross basic pay, then take it for your computation. There are questions we'll see. Now normally the question which they ask, say for example, it will be say the basic pay, say the basic pay after deduction of this particular amount, some kind of deduction they will give you is 20,000 rupees, the amount of deduction is 5,000. So here you should not take 20,000, you should take 25,000. Before deduction, you should take it on gross basis, not on net basis. One very important point which you should keep in mind, which normally students do a mistake of, which I have noticed in the classroom also when I give students questions to solve, normally this mistake happens. So please keep in mind about this point. What point, sir? You should always check for date of joining. You should always check for date of joining. You should always check for date of resignation, or sometimes date of retirement, date of retirement, etc. You should always check for this date. When did he join the company? When is he retiring from the company, etc. You should always check for this date. Sir, why is it important to check for this date? Because say for example, in this case, Dilip joined the company on 1st July 2017. So obviously he will be getting salary from 1st July 2017. He will be getting salary from 1st July 2017. So it is very important to check the date of joining. It is very important to check the date of joining. Sometimes they will tell that he retired on 31st December. He retired on 31st of January. Compute the salary for the previous year 22-23. Now because they have given compute the salary for the previous year, what people will do, they'll compute it for entire 12 months. No. Check for how many months he has worked in the company. 9 months, 8 months, 7 months, 10 months, 12 months. Accordingly you do the computation. So for this, why is this important? This is important. This is important for computation of salary. This is important for what purpose? It is important for computation of salary. Yeah, these are the different points with respect to basic pay. These are the different points with respect to basic pay. I hope basic pay you have understood. There is nothing to understand over here. Basic pay, what is required to be kept in mind? It is taxable component of salary, and how much is taxable? Fully taxable. If it is given on grade scale basis, this is the method of computation, and you should keep in mind the date of joining, date of resignation. Next component of salary is, the second component of salary is what, sir? Dearness allowance. Dearness allowance. Second component of salary is what, sir? It is dearness allowance. Sir, what do you mean by this dearness allowance? What do you mean by this dearness allowance? Now, I'll just give an example for making you understand about this dearness allowance. Then I'll write the points with respect to dearness allowance. Now, say for example, I am a person who is staying in, let us take, say I am a person who is staying in Jaipur. I am a person who is staying in Jaipur and I am working for a company, Priya Saris. I'll talk about Swiggy. I am working for, say, Swiggy in Jaipur. I am working for a company called as Swiggy in Jaipur. Now Swiggy said me, Dilip, we want to transfer you to Bangalore. We want you to go and work in our Bangalore unit because you are a very good employee of the company. We want you to go and work in our Bangalore unit. We are transferring you to the Bangalore unit. In Jaipur, the company was paying me 50,000 rupees, and 50,000 rupees was sufficient. In this city like this, 50,000 rupees was sufficient, wherein my rent, I had a 2 BHK house, wherein my rent is, say, 10,000 rupees, and my other expenses was around 15,000 rupees. So almost my expenses was 25,000 rupees, and I used to save 25,000 rupees. Almost around 25 to 30,000 was my expenses, and I used to save 20 to 25,000 I used to save. Now this shifted me, they transferred me to Bangalore. Now in Bangalore, they also gave me an increment in salary. But in Bangalore, if I want to take the same house, same 2 BHK house, if I rent it in Bangalore, it will minimum cost me 20,000 rupees, or it may cost me 25,000, 50,000 some cases, depending upon the location. Say for example, I have taken a place on rent for which the rent is 25,000. So if my salary is same 50,000 rupees, do you think I will be able to survive in Bangalore? My rent amount only has been increased by 10,000 to 15,000. In Jaipur, I was paying only 10,000 rupees. Now in Bangalore, I will have to pay 25,000 rupees. So there is a problem. Sir, why is this, sir? And obviously in Bangalore, other expenses are also very high. Cost of living is very high in Bangalore. If you want to purchase some vegetables, if you get in your, you would have seen, say, at a smaller towns, etc., if you get some normally in smaller towns, if you purchase some, say, tomato, potato, etc., maybe you will get at 10 rupees per kg. Here in Bangalore, it is the same tomato 15 rupees per kg, or 20 rupees per kg, 25 rupees per kg. So here there is a problem. Cost of living in Bangalore will also increase. So normally what happens is company, in such cases, what company will do, Swiggy, what is Swiggy going to do? Swiggy will tell Dilip, your base salary will be the same 50,000 rupees. Now apart from this, I am going to give you some extra pay. I will give you, say, 25,000 rupees as dearness allowance. I am going to give you 25,000 rupees as what, sir? Dearness allowance. Sir, what do you mean by dearness allowance? Dearness allowance is an amount which is paid by the company to meet the cost of inflation. What is dearness allowance? To meet the cost of inflation, because there will be an increased cost of living if you are going to stay in this particular place. To meet the cost of inflation, they are going to give you some extra money. That money is called as dearness allowance. See, please note, it can be because you are getting transferred to some other place, or sometimes it may happen that the prices of petrol, the prices of milk, etc., the prices of lot of different product has been increased in Jaipur city only. Now here the company says, okay Dilip, I'll do one thing, I'll give you a dearness allowance of 10,000 rupees. So it can be anything. So company will pay you dearness allowances. Why does company pay me dearness allowance? The company in the sense the employer will pay you dearness allowances so as to meet the cost of inflation, so as to meet the increased cost of living because of increase in inflation. So this is called as what, sir? This is called as dearness allowance. Now obviously 50,000 rupees, 25,000 rupees I will get as DA. This is my basic pay. I am going to get DA as 25,000. Now my salary is 75,000 rupees. Now I will happily stay over here because I am anyways, there is an increase in salary by 25,000 rupees, and it is meeting my expenses also. It is meeting my expenses requirement also. So in this case, I hope you have understood what do you mean by DA. I'll do one thing. I'll keep this story here only. I'll just reduce its size. If anyone wants to see this example, I'll just reduce the size. Now let us write about dearness allowance. Sir, what is dearness allowance? I hope you have understood. Dearness allowance is an amount, it is an extra money which is given by the company to meet the cost of inflation, Now, dearness allowance, point number 1. Dearness allowance is a taxable component of salary. It is that component of salary which is always taxable. Dearness allowance is that component of salary which is always taxable. And how much is it taxable, sir? It is fully taxable. So if you receive that in the present case I received 25,000 dearness allowance, how much is taxable? Entire 25,000 is taxable. How much is taxable, sir? Entire 25,000 rupees is taxable. It is a taxable component of salary. And how much is taxable? It is fully taxable. Now sometimes what happens is they may give breakup of dearness allowance. Normally dearness allowances is divided into two categories. Dearness allowance is divided into two categories, category number 1 and category number 2. They say call it as dearness allowance in terms, dearness allowance, or I'll write in short form, dearness allowance can also be written as DA. Okay, so dearness allowance forming part of retirement benefit or dearness allowance not forming part of. So this DA is divided into two categories. For your salary computation and for various different reasons under salary, this DA is divided into two categories. One is called as what, sir? Dearness allowance forming part of retirement benefit and dearness allowance not forming part of retirement benefit. Sir, what do you mean by this DA forming part of retirement benefit, DA not forming part of retirement benefit? I'll tell you. So I'll just reduce its size even more. Now this DA forming part of retirement benefit is also called as, while writing we'll be using these terms, it is also called as DA in terms, and DA not forming part of retirement benefit is also called as DA not in terms. It is also called as what, sir? DA in terms and DA not in terms. So at the time when I am solving different question, if I am going to write as DAIT, while solving different questions, while writing the formulas, if I am writing DAIT, that means it is DA in terms, and if I am going to write DA NIT, that means it is dearness allowances not in terms. It is dearness allowance not in terms. Sir, now why this breakup, sir? Why this breakup? This breakup is for your retirement benefit purpose. Now we are going to see we have all this retirement benefits which you are getting correct. Now while computation of this retirement benefit, we will see in some cases we are required to take full dearness allowance. In some cases we are required to take only that dearness allowances which is forming part of retirement benefit. I hope you are understanding this. You will understand this even more better when we do the computation. So for your retirement benefit computation, some amount of dearness allowances is also required to be taken. That amount of dearness allowances which you are taking for the purpose of computation of your retirement benefit, that is called as DAIT, DA in terms, dearness allowances in terms, or dearness allowances forming part of retirement benefit. Now for example, say they have given a question. Say your basic pay is 3 lakh rupees per annum and your DA is 50% of basic pay and 60% forms part of retirement, Now, how do I write this, sir? Now, if I want to ask you what is the salary of this person, it will be 3 lakh rupees basic pay and dearness allowance will be what, sir? 50%, 1,50,000. So his gross salary will be 4,50,000. Now this DA which they have given, this DA which they have given is divided into two categories. DA in terms, how much is it? DA terms is 60%. So they said that dearness allowance is 50% of basic pay, which is 1,50,000. Now out of this 60% forms part of retirement benefit. So 60% of this is how much, sir? It comes to 90,000 rupees. So 90,000 rupees is DA in terms, and DA not in terms is how much, sir? DA not in terms is 60,000 rupees. 60,000 rupees is DA not in terms. So you should keep this point in your mind. DA in terms, DA not in terms. So in examination or while salary computation, you may get problems like this, wherein they will say you basic pay is this much, DA is this much, in terms is this much, etc. Now I hope you have understood what does that particular point or what will that particular point will mean. Now checkpoints for DA. Checkpoints for DA. Next point is what, sir? Checkpoints. In examination, what should be kept in mind? And this is very important point. With respect to DA, this is very important. Checkpoints. Checkpoints, point number 1. Now, DA in terms can also be written as DA in terms. DA in terms may also be written as point number 1, they may write it as DA forming part of salary, or DA forming part of retirement, or they may write it as DA forming part of pay, etc. So all these cases, what does it mean? It is DA in terms. It means what, sir? It is DA in terms. DA in terms may also be written as DA in terms, DA forming part of salary, DA forming part of basic, DA forming part of pay, etc. All those things means the same. Point number 2, important point. If dearness allowance is given in percentage form. Now in question, sometimes some questions which we will be solving, they will tell DA is 50%. DA is 50%. Now what do you mean by this, sir? DA is 50%. 50% of what? So if the question say, if in the question the DA is given in percentage form, if it is given in which form, sir? If it is given in percentage form, if DA is given in percentage form, then it should be taken as a percentage of, it should be taken as a percentage of basic pay or basic salary. So if it is given in percentage form, then take it as percentage of basic pay or basic salary. So point number 1 which you should keep in mind, if DA in terms can also be written as DA forming part of salary, DA forming part of pay, DA forming part of retirement. And if it is given in what form? If it is given in percentage form, then you should take it as percentage of basic pay. You should take it as what, sir? Percentage of basic pay. Take it as percentage of basic pay. Now one more point which you should keep in mind, I'll write it as a note over here, small post-it I'll paste here. One small note I'll write here, because there is no space down there. Note. If the question is silent about DA. What do you mean by this, sir? If the question they have not mentioned clearly whether it is DA in terms or it is DA not in terms. If the question is silent about DA, then assume that it is DA not in terms what you should assume, sir? You should assume that it is DA, not in terms. You should assume that it is not in terms, and also write a note about your assumption. Now sometimes we will see that sometimes they will give, in question they will give DA is 50%. Now whether it is in terms or not in terms, they have not mentioned. Then what is your assumption? You should assume that it is DA in terms. You should assume that it is, you should assume that it is DA not in terms. You should assume that it is DA not in terms, and also compulsory write a note about your assumption. You should compulsory write a note about your assumption. If you don't write a note, then your assumption is of no use. You should 100% write a note about your assumption. But one point which I want to tell to CMA students, in CMA student institute materials, what has happened is, in CMA student institute material, they have assumed it as in terms. They have assumed it as in terms, and they have done the computation. Now my humble request is, whatever your assumption is there, write a note about this. Do your solution and write a note about your assumption. Always write a note, whether you are treating it as in terms or not in terms, write a note about it. See, logically speaking, if nothing is mentioned, you should take it not in terms only. You should take it not in terms only. Why, sir? Because from employer angle, if you see, it is beneficial for the employer, it is beneficial for the employer, it is beneficial, from government angle, if you see, from employer angle also, and from government angle, if you see, it is beneficial to the government, So CA Institute have adopted a method wherein what if I am an officer, income tax officer, what will I assume? So income tax officer will always assume that it is not in terms, because not in terms DA will not form part of your retirement benefit. If it is not forming part of your retirement benefit will be decreased. This is some high level point which I am telling. You can ignore it if you have not understood this. But whatever assumption you are writing, whatever you are assuming, always write a note on your assumption. Okay, so this is very important point. CA students don't have to worry, treat it as not in terms. CMA students, you have to worry about this. Why, sir? In your material, when you are solving the questions, when we'll solve the questions in your material, if you see the solutions, they have assumed that it is not in, they have assumed that it is in terms, and they have done the computation. For CA students or CMA students, best thing is write a note about your assumption. Whether you have assumed it to be in terms or not in terms, just write a note about it. That is the best thing which you can do, so that you will get your full marks also, and your answer also will not be wrong. Very important note. Okay, so the next component of salary is what, sir? So we have discussed what? We have discussed about basic pay, we have discussed about dearness allowance. Next is bonus, commission, small point. Okay. The next component of salary is bonus. Very simple and very easy component, bonus. I hope you know, normally salary is taxable on due basis or on receipt basis, whichever is earlier, correct? Next component is what, sir? Next component is bonus. Next component what, sir? Next component is bonus. Please write it along with me only, so that your own notes will be prepared. Normally I have seen in classes that student just take the printout of the notes which I am writing. That is good, but it is not suggested. I know my handwriting is very good, you like my handwriting, etc., but please note, it is not suggested from my side. Always your own written notes is Beautiful notes. The most beautiful notes is the notes which you have written with your own hands. Bonus. Bonus means what, sir? Bonus, say for example, now sometimes employer becomes very happy and he will give you some bonus because say sales are very good, or some companies they give the bonus every year compulsory. There will be a mandatory bonus which they are going Diwali bonus, or say some festival bonus, from New Year bonus, etc. So bonus is an extra salary which the company is giving to you. Bonus is what, sir? Over and above your basic pay, etc. They are giving you some extra money, that is your bonus. Bonus is a component of salary which is always taxable. Bonus is a component of salary which is always taxable. And how much is it taxable, sir? It is fully taxable. Bonus is that component of your salary which is always taxable. And how much amount is taxable, sir? It is fully taxable. In case of bonus, how much is it taxable, sir? It is fully taxable. Now the beauty about bonus is, normally salary is taxable on due basis or on receipt basis, but bonus is taxable only on bonus is taxable on receipt basis only. Receipt basis only. Sir, what do you mean by this? It is taxable on receipt basis only. The bonus is taxable on receipt basis only, meaning only if you receive the bonus you have to pay the tax. Only if you receive the bonus you have to pay the taxes. Many times it may happen that, say for example, Mr. Dilip is working for Reliance Industries and the company pays him a salary of 1 lakh rupees per month. 1 lakh rupees per month, and the company has told that Dilip is going to get a bonus of rupees 5 lakh per annum. Dilip is going to get a bonus of rupees 5 lakh per annum. Now rupees 1 lakh into 12 months is my normal salary, which is 12 lakh rupees. Now this 12 lakh rupees will be taxable either on due basis or on receipt basis, whichever is earlier. This 12 lakh rupees will be taxable on due basis or on receipt basis, whichever is earlier. Correct? So whether I have received this 12,000 rupees or not, if it was due to me, it will be taxable. Whether I have received this 12 lakh rupees or not, if it is due to me, it will be taxable. If it is due to me, it will be taxable. However, this bonus which is there, no, this bonus will be taxable only if it is received. Only if it is received. It will be taxable only if it is received. Sir, if I have not received the bonus, your salary will be only 12 lakh rupees, sorry. And if I have received bonus, then my salary will be 12 lakh plus 5 lakhs, which is 17 lakh rupees. Because bonus is something which the company may tell that they are going to pay that, but they may not pay. They may tell that this time the turnover was very less, this time the company is making losses, this time corona came, this time that came, this time this came, etc. So the company may give reasons and they may not pay the bonus. So they are telling bonus will be taxable only if it is received. Only if it is received. It is taxable on what, sir? It is taxable on receipt basis. Next point about bonus. Now this bonus can be either contractual, bonus can be either contractual or it can be voluntary. Please note, I make a lot of spelling mistakes, so please make sure you write the proper spelling. If I am doing any spelling mistake, at least you write proper spelling. Bonus can be contractual or voluntary means what, sir? In your contract, employment contract only, they have specified that this is the amount of bonus which you are going to get. For example, Reliance Industry told me that you are going to get a bonus of 5 lakh rupees per annum. So this is contractual because I already know. Or it can be voluntary. Sometimes the employer is very happy. Out of his happiness, he is giving you the bonus. So bonus can be voluntary or it can be compulsory. Now what is a checkpoint, sir? The checkpoints with respect to bonus. In examination, what should you see? In the question, check what they have given. If they have given bonus paid, or check whether they have given bonus, only bonus, or they have given point number 3, bonus declared. So check what they have given. Check what they have given. If they have given only bonus declared, so what should I assume it? Should I take it for my computation? If in the question they mention that bonus declared by the company to the employee was say 5 lakh rupees. Now should I take it for the computation? Answer is no. So what should I do? I should ignore it. If they have given only bonus declared, please ignore it. Please ignore it. Why, sir? Because bonus is taxable only on receipt basis. If it is declared, we don't know whether it is received or not. Now, sir, what if they have given bonus paid? Bonus paid means you have received. Bonus paid means you have received. Bonus is taxable on receipt basis. It is taxable on receipt basis. So what will I do, sir? I will include for my computation. Include it for my computation. First point, ignore it for my computation. Second point, include it for my computation. Sir, what if they have given only bonus? Nothing they have mentioned. Nothing they have mentioned whether it is declared or not declared, whether it is paid, not paid, etc. They have just given bonus. In such cases, assume that it is paid and include it. Obviously, if they have given bonus, that means that they have paid, so only they have given the bonus. So in that case, what will you do, sir? You will have to include it for your computation. You will have to include it for your computation. Okay. So this was all about bonus. Next is your commission. Next component of salary is what, sir? Next component of salary is commission. Commission. About commission. Commission is a component of salary which is always taxable. Commission is that component of salary which is always taxable. And how much is taxable, sir? It is fully taxable. Commission is that component of salary which is always taxable. And how much is taxable? It is fully taxable. So how much ever commission you are receiving, it is fully taxable. Now what is this commission, sir? Now sometimes employer what they may do is they may give you a base salary. Now they may tell you, sir, see sir, depending upon your sales, I am going to give you a certain percentage. So if, say you are doing a sale of n amount, I will give you 5%. I will give you 5% commission. So I have made a sale of say 1 crore rupees. I will get 5% commission. I'll get 5 lakh rupees for that. I'll get 5 lakh rupees for that. So here commission means what, sir? Commission is some salary given by the employer to you in depending upon some particular thing. For example, it may be dependent upon turnover, so it may be turnover based commission. Sometimes you may get commission based on the profit of the company. If the company is earning well, it is making good profits, you will get good commission, so it is profit based commission. Or the commission may be on product. Say some products are not getting sold at all, so the company says, if you sell this product, I am going to give you this much commission. So the commission can be of any kind: turnover based commission, product based commission, profit based commission, whatever type of commission it is. What you are going to do, sir, you should take it for the computation of your salary. So it is always taxable and fully taxable. So commission can be what, sir? Commission can be based on turnover, or it can be based on product, or it can be based on profits, etc. So it can be turnover based commission, profit based commission, product based commission, etc. Now, one very important point, checkpoint. Obviously, checkpoint with respect to commission. What checkpoint, sir? If the question is silent, normally many times it happens. If the question is silent about the type of commission, So the question says the company has paid a commission of say 50,000 rupees. The company has paid a commission of 50,000 rupees. So now the question is silent about the type of commission, whether it is a turnover based commission, whether it is a profit based commission, etc. Now in such cases, what will I have to do, sir? In that case, what should I do? If the question is silent about the type of commission. Now here also there are two different views. one view for CA students, one for CMA students. Now CA material, what our CA material says, CA material says that obviously it will be taxable, whether it is CA material or CMA material, it will be taxable. And you should write an assumption, assume that it is not a turnover based commission. Assume that it is not a turnover based commission. Assume that it is not a turnover based commission, and always also write a note about your assumption. This is compulsory, about your assumption. And always you should also write a note about your assumption that we have assumed, since the question is silent about the type of commission, it is assumed that it is not turnover based commission. It is not turnover, it is assumed that it is not turnover based commission, specifically for this point only, specifically for this point, because commission, in some computations which you are going to do in future, you will see that the formula for salary is basic pay plus dearness allowance in terms plus turnover commission. So if the question is silent about commission, what should I assume? You should assume that it is not turnover based commission, and also write a note about your assumption. Now in CMA material they have assumed it differently. For CMA material they have made an assumption that it is a turnover based commission for CMA material. So whatever question we are going to solve from CMA material, in that they have taken an assumption that it is turnover based commission. But anyways, whatever question I am going to solve in the classroom, I am always going to write a note. I am always going to write a note that it is assumed that it is turnover based commission, or it is not assumed that it is not turnover based commission. Please note, normally it will not happen, but in your examination it will not happen that the question will be silent. Normally it does not happen in examination. In examination they will not give an unclear point. They will not give an unclear point. They will give everything clearly, but it may happen in your material. So when you are solving the questions in your material, you may find this conflict. You may find that whether this commission should be taken as turnover based or profit based, whether dearness allowance should be taken as in terms or not in terms, because normally I have seen in examination they will not do like this. They will not do like this. The question will be very clearly specify whether it is a turnover based commission or not. But however, if the question is not specifying what is your assumption, assume it is not a turnover based commission, and accordingly do your computation. Now we are coming to last 2 points of our discussion. So we have discussed till now, we have discussed basic plus dearness allowance, bonus, commission. 2 more discussion, which is advance salary and arrears of salary. Next point of our discussion is what, sir? Advance salary. Next point of our discussion is advance salary. Sir, what do you mean by this advance salary? What do you mean by this advance salary? What do you mean by this advance salary? Obviously, as the name itself says, it is advance salary. It is the salary which you have taken before it is due. So if the salary which you have taken in advance salary means the salary which you have taken in advance. So that is advance salary. Obviously, salary is taxable on due basis or on receipt basis. If you take the salary before it is due, it is received, so it will be taxable. So advance salary is a taxable component of salary. It is always taxable. And sir, how much is taxable, sir? It is fully taxable. Advance salary is a taxable component of salary, and how much is taxable? It is fully taxable. Advance salary is a taxable component of salary, and it is fully taxable. It is fully taxable. Advance salary is nothing but your salary received in advance. It means salary received in advance. It means salary received in advance. Advance salary means what, sir? Salary received in advance. Obviously, needless to say, this will be taxable on, it shall be taxable on receipt basis. Only if you have received it, it will be taxable. So advance salary means what, sir? Salary is received in advance. It is such kind of, it is that component of salary which is taxable. And how much is taxable? Fully taxable, sir. It is salary received in advance. It is taxable on receipt basis. It is taxable on what basis, sir? Receipt basis. Now, there is normally two types of point which may come to your mind, or normally when you read your book, or normally someone may ask you about some point. What point they may ask us, sir? Now, there is something called as advance salary. 2 points you should keep in mind, that there is a difference between two things which I am going to discuss now. There is something called as advance salary, and there is something called as advance salary, and there is something called as advance against salary. What do I have, sir? I have advance salary and I have advance against salary. I have advance salary and I have what, sir? I have advance against salary. Sir, is there any difference between this advance salary and advance against salary? Answer is yes. Tell me, what is the difference? You guys tell me, is there any difference between advance salary and advance against salary? Advance salary, advance against salary. See the name, advance salary and advance against the salary. Yes, sir, there is a difference. What is the difference? Sir, against is the difference, sir. Hey, Gubes, tell me the proper difference. Tell me the proper. Is there any difference between advance salary and advance against salary? Yes, sir, there is a difference. What is the difference? Sir, advance salary means the salary which you have received in advance. Then what do you mean by advance against salary? Sir, advance against salary means it is a loan, sir. Against my salary, I have taken some advance from the company. Against my salary, I have taken from some advance from the company or the employer. So can I say advance salary is your salary and advance against salary is a loan? Advance salary is what? Advance salary is basically your salary, and advance against salary is your loan. It is your loan. So advance salary obviously will be taxable. And what about advance against salary? Sir, because it is not a salary, it is not taxable. Because it is not salary, it is not taxable. Because it is not salary, it is not taxable. Now sometimes what may happen is, sometimes maybe in your MCQs etc. they can ask this question. What question they may ask, sir? I'll write the question for you. In your MCQ they may ask a question. For example, they may tell you Dilip has a salary of rupees 50,000 per month. He has taken an advance against salary of rupees 5 lakh. So he has taken an advance of how much, sir? He has taken an advance against salary of rupees 5 lakh. Now his employer or I'll write it in other words, or rupees 10,000 of his salary is adjusted against such advance. And he has received only rupees 40,000. And he has received how much, sir? He has received only rupees 40,000. And he has received only rupees 40,000. Now tell me, what is the taxable amount of salary in the present case? Tell me, what is the taxable salary in the present case? What is the taxable salary? My salary is 50,000 rupees, but I have taken advance of 5 lakh rupees. Now from my salary they are adjusting 10,000 rupees every month. So therefore, how much am I receiving? I am receiving only 40,000 rupees every month. So what is my taxable salary in the present case? I told you, salary sometimes they may give on net basis, etc. Now see this. They have given only 40 net salary which I have received is 40,000 rupees. Now tell me, how much is taxable? Taxable salary is how much, sir? Sir, see sir, your salary is rupees 50,000, sir. Because you have taken a loan, 10,000 is adjusted. So that is adjustments of your salary, which is nothing but application of your money. I don't care whatever adjustment is done, sir. Your taxable salary is 50,000 rupees. Your taxable salary will be how much? It will be 50,000 rupees. I hope this point is also clear with respect to advance salary. I'll do one thing. I'll copy this over here. Now, last component of salary. Last basic component before our discussion on retirement benefits. So, last point of our discussion for today's class. Let me tell it in this way. Next point. Last point for today's discussion: arrears of salary. Last point for our today's discussion is what, sir? Arrears of salary. Sir, what do you mean by arrears of salary, sir? What do you mean by arrears of salary? Now, arrears of salary, just write the meaning and I'll explain you this arrears of salary. Okay, you guys will not be knowing, maybe, yeah, you would have studied something called as arrears of rent. Arrears of salary. You would have studied something called as arrears of rent. I have also uploaded my revision video on house property. You can just check it. In your house property chapter, we had seen, that there is something called as arrears salary. There is something called as what, sir? There is something called as arrears rent. Sorry, there is something called as arrears of rent. Now, normally when we use the word arrears, what comes to in our mind is, because we are account student, first thing which comes to our mind is outstanding salary. Correct? It is outstanding salary. But under income tax law, see, outstanding salary means what? The salary is due but not received. Outstanding salary means it is a salary which is due but it is not received. But under income tax law, arrears does not mean this. Arrears does not means this. What does arrears means? Over there, under house property, we had seen arrears of rent means rent under dispute. Rent which I wanted to receive, which I am supposed to receive but I have not received, it is under dispute, it is under litigation. Similarly, what is this arrears of salary, sir? Arrears of salary is any increment in salary with retrospective effect. Any increment in salary with retrospective effect which was not taxed in arrears earlier years, which was not taxed in earlier. Any increment in salary with retrospective effect which was not taxed in earlier years. Sir, can you please give an example? Yes, definitely. Now, say for example, Mr. Dilip. So whenever I draw like this, what does it mean, sir? It is Dilip. So I am a scientist. Let us assume that I am a scientist. Sir, scientist spelling only you don't know. No issues. But I am a scientist. I am a scientist. Okay. Let us assume that I am a scientist. I am a scientist. I am a scientist. I joined a company called as Bharat Biotech. I joined this company called as Bharat Biotech, and my salary per month was rupees 1 lakh. I joined this company on 1st of April 2019, and my salary per month was what, sir? Rupees 1 lakh. I joined a company called as Bharat Biotech, and my salary per month was how much? My salary per month was rupees 1 lakh. My salary per month was rupees 1 lakh. Now, as you all know, after 1 year, what happened? After 1 year, what happened, sir? When I was working in this company, after 1 year, COVID came into existence. Now, Corona came. After this, our work increased drastically. So we were all worried about this COVID, etc. Entire India, there was lockdown, etc. But we as scientists, we were working very hard. For making a vaccination. Now, Bharat Biotech, we made a vaccine. Bharat Biotech, say we made a vaccine called as Covaxin. So we made a vaccine called as Covaxin. Now this Covaxin was a very beautiful vaccine which was made by us, and the maximum amount of contribution in making this vaccine was of me. So I was heading this particular team. And under my guidance, all this vaccine was made. I am taking an example, okay? Please don't get offended if you are a scientist or if your parents are scientists of this particular company, etc. Now, yeah. So I made this particular vaccine. Under my guidance, this vaccination was made. So the company was very happy with this. Company told me, Dilip, wait. I said, what happened, company? Dilip, we never knew that you are got such a great talent. Mr. Dilip. I said, yeah, sir. I know, sir. Okay, Dilip, we want to do one thing with you. What do you want to do, sir? What do you want to do? Company said, we want to do something. I asked them, sir, what, sir? Please tell me. Company said, Dilip, I want to increase your salary. The company told that we are going to increase your salary. Please note, the vaccine was made by us. The vaccine was ready, say, as on 1st April 2021, the vaccine was ready. The COVID started on say 2020, and on 1st April 2019, the vaccine was ready. Now Bharat Biotech company, the employer told me, Dilip, I want to increase your salary, and I want to make your salary with retrospective effect. I want to make your salary as 10 lakh rupees per month. Because you are a very good scientist, Mr. Dilip, you want to increase your salary to 10 lakh rupees per month, and it will be a retrospective increment. Please note, when did the company tell this? The company told me in the year 2021. They told me in 2021, they told me that there will be an increase in salary, and this increase will be retrospective. Meaning what, sir? From 2019, I am going to get 10 lakh rupees. My salary was only 1 lakh rupees, but now extra 9 lakh rupees I will get for last 2 years, for 19 as well as 20. Correct? I am going to get extra 9 lakh rupees for these years. I am going to get extra 9 lakh rupees for these years. Now, what is this, sir? This is called as arrears of salary. So 9 lakh rupees per month into, say, for 2 years into 12 months. 9 lakh into 2 years into 12 months. Oh, huge amount of salary. 2.16 crores. 2.16 crores is the total salary which they gave me today. Today, in the sense, in the year on 1st April 2021, when the vaccine was ready, they gave me this particular money. When the vaccine was ready, they gave me this particular money. Now the question is, when is this salary taxable? When is this arrears of rent taxable? Obviously, arrears of rent is not arrears of rent. I'm sorry. When is this arrears of salary taxable? Is it taxable on the day when I have received it? or is it taxable in that year for which it belongs? Sir, obviously it will not be taxable in the for the year in which it belongs, because I never got that money. Salary is taxable on due basis or on receipt basis, whichever is earlier. Arrears of salary I came to know only in April 2021. Therefore, it will be taxable on the date when I have received this amount. Arrears of salary is a taxable component of salary. So arrears of salary, what is arrears of salary, sir? It is a taxable component of salary. It is a taxable component of salary, and it is taxable on receipt basis. Obviously, only when you receive this amount, it will be included in your salary computation. So it is taxable on what basis, sir? It is taxable on receipt basis. So there are three things which is taxable on receipt basis. There is one, arrears of salary, then we have this advance salary, then we have this bonus. These three things are taxable on receipt basis. Only if you receive this amount, you have to pay the taxes. I hope you have understood this arrears of salary. I hope you have understood arrears of salary. Now let us do one small question. Let me just check whether you have actually understood whatever we have discussed till now or not. Very small question, very small question. I want you to do it yourself. A very small and easy question. Do it yourself. I'll read the question for you. Mr. X joined A Limited for a salary of 25,000 rupees per month on 1st April 2020. In the year 21, on this date he joined the company. 1st April 2020. In the year 21-22, his increment decision was pending. Meaning on this year 21-22 there was no increment made in the salary. That decision was pending. On 1st December 2022, 1st December 2022, his increment was finalized for 21-22 to be 5,000 rupees, and for 22-23 my increment will be 7,500 rupees. So they finalized the increment for 2 years. See, please note, I joined the company in the year 2021. In the year 2021, when I joined the company, they told that my salary will be 20,000 rupees per month. Now in the year 21-22, there was no increment given, no increase was there, the decision was pending. And in the year 22-23, in December, 1st December 2022, they told I will get an increment in salary, which will be 5,000 rupees per month for this year, that is 5,000 rupees per month for 21-22. And 7,500 rupees per month there will be an increase in salary on for 22-23. Okay, this is what the question is telling. Such arrears of salary was received, and this arrears of salary, obviously this increment increased salary I would have not received. When did I receive this? This increased salary I received on 5th of December 2022. Find the gross taxable salary. In the present case, what you are supposed to do, you are required to find the gross taxable salary. What is the taxable salary for the previous year 22-23? Further, he has also a salary for the month of April is also received in advance. He has also taken some salary in advance. On 15th of March he has taken the salary for the month of April also. So you should calculate the salary for previous year 22-23. Calculate it. Pause the video, calculate the amount. Pause the video, calculate the amount. Pause the video and calculate the amount. Okay, let me do the computation. Answer. Computation of gross taxable salary for previous year 20 to 23. What is the gross taxable salary? So I will have particulars and I'll have rupees. I'll have particulars and I'll have rupees. So what will come over here? First, salary for previous year 20 to 23, meaning current year salary will come. First I will have to write the about information about current year salary. Then we'll have point number B, arrears of salary. Then I'll have to write a point about arrears of salary. Then advance salary, because these three things are there in the question. Current year salary, arrears of salary of last year, of previous year 21-22, current year arrears we have received in this year only, so I will take that in the first point only. So arrears of salary of last year and advance salary next year's whatever I have taken. Now tell me what is the current year salary. Salary per month for previous year 22-23. What is my per month salary for this year? Sir, see sir, your salary was 25,000 rupees per month. This was in which year? This was in the year 2021. From this, your salary got increased by 5,000 rupees per month. My salary was increased by 5,000 rupees per month for which year? 21-22. And further there was an increment in salary of 7,500 for 22-23, correct? So if I do the total of this, what does it come to? It comes to 37,500, I think. 37,500 rupees. This will be my salary for previous year 22-23. I hope you understood how I got this figure. See, 25,000 was the salary during the beginning of the year, during the year in which I joined the company, at the time of joining the company. Next year there was an increment of 5,000 rupees. After that there was an increment of 7,500 rupees. So current year salary will be 37,500. So I'll receive this salary for entire year. I'll receive this 7,500 for full year. So how much will be the total amount? Sir, 37,500. I will receive it for full year. So it is for 12 months. So the salary will come to how much, sir? The total figure comes to 4,50,000. It comes to how much? It comes to 4,50,000. Now please note, 21-22, this increment was not received by me. This 5,000 rupees I had not received. I was supposed to receive in that year, but because the decision took place in this year, I have not received this arrears. I have received it now. So arrears received in previous year 22-23. So how much will be taxable? 5,000 rupees was per month into 12 months. Sir, into 12 months, yes, into 12 months, because last year, entire year I have not received. So into 12 months, it comes to 60,000 rupees. And lastly, advance salary, April 2023 salary I have taken in advance. How much is it? It is now April 2023. What is the salary for April 2023? They have not given any information about salary for April 23. So can I say my salary for March month only will be received in April? They have not told what is the salary for the month of April. So 37,500 was the salary for the month of March 23. So the same amount I would have received. So it is how much, sir? 37,500. So if I do the total of this, I will get my gross taxable salary. How much is it? 5,47,500. 5,47,500. Let this point be. Okay, so this is a question from CMA material. Nice question, beautiful question. Nice and very beautiful question. You can copy it down. If you are copying this, you can copy it down, or you can obviously pause the video and copy it down. Okay, so that is all for the day. That is all in this class. Let us continue our discussion in our next class with respect to the retirement benefits. From the next class, the actual discussion on salary will start. We'll be starting our discussion on retirement benefit. So let me meet you in my next video. Till then, tada, bye bye, take care. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, and you also can share the videos to your friends, and also you can download the notes from the Telegram link provided in the description. Let us meet in our next class. Till then, tada, bye bye, take care.